Rabbi Litvin, District 3. Good evening. My name is Rabbi Litvin. I'm an emissary of Lubavitcher Rebbe, the foremost Jewish leader of the modern era. I also serve as rabbi at Chabad of the Bluegrass and at the Chabad UK Jewish Student Center.
Will you lift your microphone, please?
Sorry?
Thank you.
6-1, my fault. I serve as the rabbi at the Chabad Jewish Student Center at the University of Kentucky, as well as chairman of the Kentucky Jewish Council. I'm also the senior rabbi, or the longest serving rabbi in Lexington right now. I rise tonight to address the public comment campaign now in its fourth week. The demand that the city of Lexington call for a ceasefire in Israel's war against the genocidal Hamas terrorist group that began following the atrocities of October 7th. The demand ignores the rape and slaughter of the October 7th attacks and the more than 100 hostages, including 8 Americans, that are still being held in Gaza, like Kfir Bibas, who was kidnapped at 9 months old, accompanied by fabricated accusations and calls for further violence against Jewish community, both in their homeland in Israel and around the world, including here in Lexington. These demands ignore 2 crucial facts. I say this, and I hope it doesn't hurt any of the council members' feelings, but the Israeli government is not holding out to hear what Lexington, Kentucky has to say before planning their next operation. This is not a substantive project, but rather a performative one. At a time when the council has real issues to deal with, as we heard earlier tonight, issues of homelessness, of economy, including 9 shootings here in Lexington and 2 homicides this year alone. Secondly, calling for a ceasefire is not necessary. A ceasefire has been offered and on the table since October 7th, the only preconditions being the return of the hostages who have been kidnapped and the disarmament and surrender of the Hamas terrorist group. There was a tremendous amount of anti-Semitic lies that were espoused here today, and I won't respond to all of them, but the fact remains unquestionable. A ceasefire resolution would not affect the war in Gaza and would only serve to cause further damage to our community here in Lexington. I take issue with those who said that the city government and its members have not spoken out on this issue. The city had the moral clarity to condemn the attacks on October 7th, and the mayor can I say the mayor? The mayor brought together leaders both from the pro-Israel community and the pro-Hamas community to ensure the conflict there does not bring the violence here. This effort, accompanied hypocritically by calls to globalize the Intifada and for further violence against Jews, does the exact opposite. The council is right to reject these efforts and to focus on Lexington. Calling for violence against Jews, as we have seen at anti-Semitic rallies here in town, at anti-Semitic town halls here in town, will have no effect on the situation in Gaza, but it will have grave effects on all communities here in Lexington. I thank you all for your time. I'm Yisrael Chai.
Hey, I'm Palestinian. I am not Hamas. Let's politically speak correct. The same way our representative.
Will someone please remove these folks from who? This is not permitted in the council. You may not be in here with that kind of behavior.
And you're going to listen to them, sure.
We have been respectful and listened to every single person who spoke, and everyone deserves the exact same respect, no matter who they are, or what they believe, or what they say. And most of you have respected that, and I appreciate it very much. Thank you. And I appreciate all of you who came to speak tonight.